I should have seen the red flags really when I didn't get any response for like 4 or 5 months. Hi entrepreneurs, welcome to my Entrepreneur's Diary, and I'm Gisela Lyshetti. Good to have you back. I'm here with another episode, and this, to be honest, is just a quick update on my latest downfall and what I've learned so far. Okay, so episode latest downfall. So I was really keen and excited to get the system up that I've just learnt about, and I sort of have had a look at it, did my own research, looked into it, and then thought it is easy enough for me to build myself. So then I started dedicating like 3-4 months into building the CRM system from scratch, without sort of Python or coding knowledge. And obviously, you know, I managed to get it up, but I couldn't customize it because I didn't have that skill set. So then I went with an agency who promised me the world and didn't deliver. They sort of, I should have seen the red flags really when I didn't get any response for like 4 or 5 months. And then I was kind of asking, are you guys still building it? Why is it taking so long? You haven't even asked me what my criteria is or what I want to happen. And you know, the agency kept telling me, no, it's okay, we're doing it, we're in the process, we're having it done. So then right at the end, they did sort of start, and I've already paid them at this point, right? I didn't even they didn't even have a disclaimer agreement, they didn't have an NDA, they didn't have anything. It was just purely based on trust. And I don't ever do that for my business. We always start off, you know, legally right also with, you know, signing an agreement, signing a waiver, signing an NDA, signing an SLA agreement, all of that before we actually start the project. But obviously this time I was so excited about this project and the potential and the future of what it can do that I just sort of went for it without even doing the proper checks on the company itself. I didn't sort of check whether, you know, have they done previous work before, how good did it look, what kind of customization did they do. I didn't check any of that. I know I liked what he said and I just went for it. So what happened afterwards is, you know, like always, you know, they sort of just they just stopped responding. It didn't work out well, so I was then stuck with a half-finished product and I just didn't know what to do. So then, as everybody else, I went searching for another person, searched for the other person. He was quite good to begin with. He then sort of asked me to redo the whole system because the old way was done really you know, old, and it's not compatible with the latest software or the CRM that they're building. So then I said, yeah, it's fine, you know, you're the expert, you tell me what I have to do. So he then, and then I questioned him saying, is it going to take another 5 months for you to get to the point that we're right now? And he obviously said, no, you know, putting that system online with the basic stuff takes less than 2-3 hours. I was kind of astonished because this is how much the other person kind of, you know, brainwashed me in that sense. So when he then sort of went ahead and in 2 hours completely integrated the new system and then asked me to go module by module. So we did spend like good 3 to 4 months working together trying to get this module up, because this is what I'm trying to build, right? I'm trying to get a CRM system up with a patient portal, a client portal, an e-commerce function, a website, and a place for all my staff to also go and do their project management. It's a brilliant tool that I've got, and now that obviously even this person, he had some family events coming up, so he also went, and again I was stuck with a system that none of us knew what to do with, and I started sort of researching it, and most of my time was just sort of going in that research. I couldn't really dedicate time on the other stuff that I really wanted to do, and you know, and now I've decided to hire someone. The cost levels went from this to over here, but I still see the potential of the system. I still see that this can be a really good game changer for the business internationally as well, especially as we're growing. It's good for expansion. I invested into having someone full-time to really dedicated to just that system, building it up as a staff, so I can customize it, and obviously, you know, that way, you know, I don't get the same 2 issues that happened again. Did I spend a lot on it? Yeah. I put a lot of money into it already, but you know, sometimes you invest in things and it doesn't work out, and you learn. So I've learned now. What have I learned? I've learned, first of all, do your research on the person that you're speaking to. Have they done this before? Let them show you examples. You know, secondly, paperwork is important. Make sure the paperwork is done. And you know, if you can, cross-check their references as well. Not necessarily, but you know, just cross-check what they've done. Third one, ask them how you want to be updated. So one of the things I didn't tell him is that I like to be updated every week. What is the status of it? How long will it? What's the time frame? So and so things. So ask them for a time frame on how it should be, sort of how you would like to be updated. And then I would say, you know, the fourth point would be then to actually go on a regular basis and have a look through to make sure things are going the right way. Ask him for a demo of the product. Ask him for, you know, and a big flag up, guys, if they're not asking you what you want, how you want it, what's your internal process. This is only for a CRM system I'm talking about, or even websites, you can say. But if they're not asking you what your requirement is, how you want it, what is your internal process, because they've got to map that software to your process, right? Otherwise it's just a normal software and you've got to sort of do it from scratch. It's not very you know, customized. So you know, make sure you know, ask these kind of questions. But it was just all over the place. So yes, I've learned the hard way, but it's always good. So yeah, tell me if there's anything that you guys have done where you think, oh man, I should have checked that before. And what you've learned. I'm laughing now, believe you me, this has gone over a course of 1.5 years of trying to build the system. And I've been bragging about it for a very long time. Some of my clients have heard about it already as well. But you know, just let me know if there's anything that you guys have gone through, something similar. Has your website developer run away one time? That has happened to me as well before. But now that I have a dedicated staff member and team, they're amazing. So yeah, that is my diary, guys. By the way, it's not finished yet. And I am anticipating to get this whole system up and running probably by January, but fingers crossed we can do it earlier. Thank you.